Good morning, dear children. Hope all are safe and utilize your time properly. You have read the prose thoroughly and completed the homeworks. Let us continue the prose. Take your textbook, page number 75. The first paragraph. You are going to see the first paragraph. When school was dismissed in the afternoon, Peggy said with pretended casualness, "Hey, let's go and see if that kid has left town or not." So, Peggy had the same idea. Maddie glowed. Peg was really all right. The two girls hurried out of the building, up the street toward Boyne's Heights, the part of a town that wore such a forbidding air on this kind of a November afternoon, drizzly, damp and dismal. "Well, at least," said Peggy gruffly, "I never did call her a foreigner or make fun of her name. I never thought she had the sense to know we were making fun of her anyway. I thought she was too dumb. And look how she can draw." Meaning of this paragraph: the two girls, Peggy and Maddie, set out for Boyne's Heights, the place where Wanda Petronaski used to live. Peggy felt that she never called Wanda a foreigner and made fun of her name. She thought that Wanda was too dumb. Then the next paragraph: Maddie could say nothing. All she hoped was that they would find Wanda. She wanted to tell her that they were sorry they had picked on her, and how wonderful the whole school thought she was, and please not to move away and everybody would be nice. She and Peggy would fight anybody who was not nice. The two girls hurried on. They hoped to get to the top of the hill before the dark. Meaning of this passage is: Maddie could say nothing. She hoped that they would find Wanda. She wanted to convey sorry and not to move away, and everybody would be nice. Maddie and Peggy hurried on. They hoped to get the top of the hill before night. She praised her drawing skills. Then the next paragraph: I think that was where the Petronoskis live, said Maddie, pointing to a little white house. Wisp of old grass stuck up here and there along the pathway like thin kittens. The house and its sparse little yard looked shabby but clean. It reminded Maddie of Wanda's one dress, her faded blue cotton dress, shabby but clean. There was not a sign of life about the house. Peggy knocked firmly on the door, but there was no answer. She and Maddie went around to the backyard and knocked there. Still, there was no answer. Meaning of this passage is: at least they reached Wanda's house. It was a little white house with a shabby but clean courtyard. It reminded Maddie of Wanda's one dress, her faded blue cotton dress, shabby but clean. There was not anybody in the house. They knocked firmly on the door but got no answer. They went around to the backyard and knocked the door. Then turn to the next page. There was no doubt about it. The Petronoski were gone. How could they ever make amends? They turned slowly and made their way back down the hill. Well, anyway, said Peggy, she has gone now, so what can we do? Besides, when I was asking her about all her dresses, she probably was getting good ideas for her drawings. She might not even have won the contest otherwise. Meaning of this passage is, there was no doubt about it. The Petronovskis had gone. Make Amanda's means to show that one is sorry by doing something good. They turned from that place slowly. Peggy said that if she had not asked about Wanda all her dresses, she would have no ideas for her drawings. She might not have won the contest either. Then the next paragraph, Maddie turned this idea carefully over in her head, for if there were anything in it, she would not have to feel so badly. But that night, she could not get to sleep. She thought about Wanda and her faded blue dress and the little house she had lived in. And she thought of the glowing picture those 100 dresses made, all lined up in the classroom. At last, Maddie sat up in bed and pressed her forehead tight in her hands and really thought. This was the hardest thinking she had ever done. After a long time, she reached an important conclusion. Meaning of this passage is, Maddie thought about Wanda, blue dress, and the little house she had lived in. But that night she could not get to sleep, and she thought of the glowing picture those 100 dresses made, all lined up in the classroom. This was the hardest thinking she had ever done. After a long time, she reached an important conclusion. The next paragraph, she was never going to stand by and say nothing again. If she ever heard anybody picking on someone because they were funny looking or because they had strange names, she would speak up, even if it meant losing Peggy's friendship. She had no way of making things right with Wanda, but from now on she would never make anybody else that unhappy again. Meaning of this passage is, she was not going to stand by and say nothing again. She would never forgive anyone insulting others because they were funny looking or had strange names. She would stand up and speak up. She would oppose injustice even if it meant losing Peggy's friendship. Then it is a time to give homework. Answer the following questions. First question, what excuses does Peggy think up for her behavior? Why? Second question, what are Maddie's thoughts as they go to Bohin's Heights? Then third question, why does Wanda's house remind Maddie of Wanda's blue dress? Answer the questions and then be safe and save your lives. Thank you, children.